episode, brand new week. Candy on the mic.
Baby.
Flamingos podcast.
Flamingo podcast, man. That's the shit. Let's go.
The Flamingos podcast.
It's our baby.
Flamingo podcast, man. That's the shit. Let's go.
Let's go. This is episode number 70 from the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
Candy on the mic.
In a WAP.
As you guys on over YouTube, as you can see, I'm not right now with the guys.
Why is that?
I'm
And the reason
quarantining. I'm quarantining.
Why? Because you were walking around doing some dumb shit.
I caught the Rona. Actually, I'm confused. Is
It
it
got
the
you,
Rona
huh?
or Delta?
It got you.
Yeah, it got me. And I, you know what? I blame all of that on the We Outside video that I posted on my stories.
حسدوك
I think-
حسدوك الناس.
I think this is the reason though. I think this is really the reason why I quote whatever I quote. But yo, on a serious note, yo, I gotta give props to Abu Dhabi's government because they really care. They really do care. Like the whole process, you know, when I got tested positive the first time, when I got tested positive the second time, I directly got a message that I should go to the hospital
Okay.
to get checked up, get my watch, you know, and go back if I want to go back to my house if I have a room to stay quarantined in, right? And I went there. The whole process was smooth. I did x-rays, I did blood tests, and I just drove back home. They gave me a watch. They asked me, do you want to be, you know, quarantining in a room that they would provide, or
Yeah.
do you have a room and a bathroom by yourself?
But do you have to pay for that room that they provide, or is it free?
Oh well, I don't think that you should, because I don't know. I chose the option
Yeah,
where
but they
you know, I would
offered
stay in
because
my
you have your own space, but
exactly.
they offered
So-
the accommodation for you too.
So, for free.
Yeah.
See, this is what's beautiful about it. And you know what? For me, for the person who chose to stay in his room, he can also choose to get food. He can
Yeah.
also choose to get his clothes in the laundry, you know? He can choose. People will come and clean, like take
Yeah.
off the stuff that, you know, that you used also. And yo, you got to give them props for that.
That's true.
After the first day, they even called me. They're like, "Yo, how are you feeling today? How's, you know, have you been taking your medications?
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
everything with you? You know?"
Like that, they
Even
actually
today.
have this whole call center for it too, by the way. Like,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
know a couple of people that work there, and like their whole job is to call people, check on them, see if they need any services, any
Do
food.
follow-ups and stuff.
Yeah. So that's
That's
actually
dope.
a very good
That's
thing.
dope.
Yeah.
That's something that you don't see around the world.
That's true.
I've talked to friends outside in Europe, our friends in States, friends, you know, they tell me that they don't care. You know, they just give you a couple and you just go and do you after that.
Like
You know,
it's like
not a
any
lot of
regular visit
governments,
to,
not a lot
to
of-
any hospital. Yeah, it's not. There's no
So
special
that's why-
circumstance surrounding it outside.
Yeah, that's why, you know, we gotta give them props. They are looking after people. You
That's
know,
true.
with that.
That's true.
But yeah, other than that,
How are you feeling though?
I'm feeling slightly better. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing better now. It's just, you know, what I have right now is just the effects of a normal influenza. Like my nostrils are closed. But
Okay.
yeah, I can't smell anymore, which is really annoying. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
especially
that'll
for me.
stick with you for a while. I heard.
Yeah, especially for me, I like, you know, to smell whatever that is around me. I hate not being
Sham-sham.
able to smell.
Sham-sham.
I didn't lose my taste,
Okay.
alhamdulillah, which is something that I'm still happy about. I can still order food and enjoy my food or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm trying to maintain taking vitamins, all those supplements, the good stuff. But yeah, I'm staying in my room the whole day. It's not getting. I'm not that bored yet. That's third day. Let's see what happens.
You're
Still
already
7 more
like you're
days
only
to go.
3 days in. Wait till it's like 6 or 7 days then.
شكرا بشرني بالخير.
افتح على جهز البلاي ستيشن, get your stuff ready, you know.
Wallahi, look, I'm fighting myself not to start it because I don't want to go back there.
Why not?
Because I don't want to go play COD. I'm not really interested in that game anymore. I want those, games that I'm waiting for. There's other games that I'm a type of guy who likes to play God of War, such type of
Replay
games,
them then. You have the time.
But I finished it.
قاعد
already.
يعني غرفة حمام يعني.
What I've been watching now? Love Island.
تفضل. تفضل. لا, this is taking a very
listen,
sad turn. I'm not allowing this conversation to continue.
Simultaneously, I'm finishing the two versions, the UK and the US. So I watch one episode from the US version and then I watch one episode from the UK version. In the last season that they are in.
No,
Bro,
I'm
telling
not
you, this shit
encouraging
is messed
behavior.
up.
You got a lot of time to
This is
to spend.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just
I
spend-
do.
just spend
I
it
actually do have a
wisely.
lot of time to spend. What
What
about
about-
you guys? How you doing?
Kenzie.
oh, no, you tell us how was your week?
I'm doing good, man. I'm on
ضغط.
vacation mode right now. Like I
I can
started.
see that from the shirt.
Yeah, this is the beginning of vacation awap that you guys are seeing. I had a good weekend. I went to Dubai on Friday.
ولد ده.
Came back. We're recording this on Saturday, so we're here talking. By Sunday, I'll be out the country.
Mm-hmm.
بعدين نشوفكم على خير يعني.
When you coming back?
I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
يا سلام عليك. Kenzie. Kenzie, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
How was
For
your
me,
weekend?
the vacation mode is more about sleep more, hit the gym more. So I'm thinking of hitting the gym twice a day since I don't have anything.
MashaAllah. Yeah, I can see vacation mode also on you through the shades that you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm feeling myself. I just woke up today. I was feeling myself. And
Kenzie tried leg day for the first time in like 7 years.
in 7 years, and it was amazing, man. It was amazing.
It was a whole
an
different
amazing
experience for them.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's nice, man.
that's about it.
Yo, first of all, we're gonna start with sending our prayers and rest in peace to Biz Markie,
Yep.
one of the legends that passed away. He was a famous entertainer, comedian, DJ. He was a rapper who also did that song that every person from our era knows. Just a friend.
Yeah. That was
He
like
passed away.
that was like a childhood song too. That was nice.
Exactly. He passed away at the age of 57.
Mm.
And yeah, man, we don't know the reasons yet or how he passed away.
Yeah.
But past week or 2 weeks ago, also there was a rumor that he passed away, and then his wife came out and said no, he didn't, but he's still in the hospital.
And yeah, in critical condition.
Exactly. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. Yeah, man. Kenzie, what you got for us from Netflix?
Netflix. I think you can consider Netflix as one of the largest streaming platforms when it comes to movies, and they are introducing Netflix gaming, and it's gonna be like a new genre or a new category when you open Netflix, so the company will offer a video gaming services, and as I mentioned, it's gonna be like you see when you open your Netflix, you open the categories and the genre you choose if it's action or comedy or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to pick.
So my prediction is gonna be like they are going to introduce a new tab. When you click on it, they will be like gaming. Now we don't know what type of gaming they are going to introduce, but from the guy who they hired, I have a prediction for that. So because they hired Mike Verdo, and Mike Verdo was the ex-CEO of Facebook Reality Labs. And one of the things that Facebook Reality Labs were focusing on was to bring the new VR headsets. And additionally, he was also a vice president or a senior vice president for the mobile parts of EA Gaming. And this topic by itself, it tells you that those type of games, they are going to be a lightweight games, not a very heavy developed games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some like web browser games basically.
Web
'cause-
browser games, yeah.
So they're
that's
not
the
going to
minimum
be more like
requirement
an Xbox. They're not going to go against those big companies.
No. They're not going. They are going against a different type of competitors like Disney,
Okay.
Google,
okay.
Google Stadia. I think Google Stadia also announced it in their last.
They have
last
they have a
I/O.
console, yeah.
They have a type of games that that you can play on a cloud server.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think this is the new direction, is that people in the future, they're not gonna have consoles to buy. You just
It's
connect
all
your
cloud.
you just connect your joystick and then open an app that is connecting you to a server somewhere with high specs placed in a different data center in a location that is very remote to you. So yeah, I think a company as big as Netflix, they will be capable of achieving such stuff.
I mean, I also read a while ago that Xbox, Microsoft are also thinking of doing that. Getting rid of the console and having cloud gaming where you just connect.
Definitely.
your controller.
Even the manufacturers of the new graphic cards, Nvidia,
Yeah.
they have their cloud services where you
But
can rent.
I don't think that they're at a point where they can actually operate heavy duty games. Like you can't really play something like
No,
God
not
of
not,
War.
not heavy duty
Yeah.
games, but a company like Nvidia, they will be closer to a heavily developed game, because
Yeah.
they will lend you a graphic card that runs a very heavy game, you know.
Yeah. Plus, like you have these games like PUBG and Fortnite that are already out on mobile. So
Everywhere.
I don't think it's hard to get to something on that level of popularity and
Definitely.
gaming
and
when it comes to Netflix, like when they do that. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting that type of
definitely
of
it's
games.
gonna be
which is something I won't be interested in because it'll be something. For
But
the
it
kids.
depends. It depends on, because there should be a start, or should be a turning point.
That's true.
There will be a turning point for these things to come.
Yeah.
Because 5 years from now, you will not be amazed of this of having like top end game that is played on those type of
That's true.
platforms.
That's true. Yeah.
You guys remember the movie Her
Yes.
by Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah. The guy who got
Where
love with the operating system.
Exactly. You remember the virtual game that he used to go, he just turns on and it gets on the wall and then he just moves his hand. It's just a simple game.
Yeah.
But it was more of, you just connect and you just play the game directly. It didn't need a console. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen such stuff already in the movies also, right? Like it's gonna happen with time.
It just like the online multiplayer that is happening right now all over the world. Like 10 years from now, you wouldn't believe that we can play over the internet a game that contains 100 players at one session.
True.
So
That's true.
yeah,
That's true. Well,
but that's about it.
Versus, man. Versus is back. Versus
Wow.
lately been fire, huh?
Yeah.
With the
They're
announcements.
finally getting on with something that I can agree on.
Yeah.
Get the
And this one is pretty lit.
yeah.
Like
LOX
LOX and
And-
Dipset.
Dipset.
And in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that's gonna be packed. That's in New York. You have two of the most legendary groups in hip hop from New York. يعني حتكون كات مع عديل.
Yo. This
What are
is-
who do you think is gonna
I'm
take this,
waiting
though?
for this. Yeah. What do you guys think?
Yo, to be honest, I think it's gonna be Dipset.
It's gonna be Dipset, man. And for me, I'm waiting for Jim Jones' performance and how he held himself.
Listen,
and also, I think
I'll tell you, okay.
if-
You know what?
yeah, go ahead.
I'll play the devil's advocate with this.
Mm-hmm.
Dipset are really like, okay, we all know how Dipset crazy is, right?
Okay.
And legendary they are.
Yeah.
But only the true fans of Dipset know how Dipset is or how good Dipset is,
Okay.
right?
Are we calling Mazen Dipset again?
No.
After
And-
this versus?
LOX,
Mazen is out
LOX,
there
they-
selling himself for for
yeah,
tickets to New
Mazen
York.
is selling himself to go to there. I don't know. This guy, man. Allah wafago, bas let him get the ticket. For real though. I pray he gets it. Because
He wants to go
Man.
and watch it for real.
Yeah. He'd kill anybody to
exactly.
like literally he'd kill
He would
anybody.
sell his soul to get it.
But no, if you're playing devil's advocate, what are you suggesting? That
Yeah. And LOX have more, hits with people.
okay.
Like they're more known into a more like other artists and all, right?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm wrong with that or not. And Dipset are more of themselves only,
Okay.
right?
Not
and
really.
they have their own cult. They have their own following.
Yeah, but they have it, like even if you want to take it individually, they have more hits. They have more relevancy, like Jim Jones and Cameron and all these.
I don't think it's gonna be easy though.
It's definitely
there
not going
are
to be easy.
going to be rounds, a lot of rounds for LOX also.
It's gonna depend on the show, like who
That's true. That's
gives
true.
a better show.
Mm.
Because
Is it-
when you
is it-
think about music wise, they're both up there together. Even lyrically, they're both up there together.
That's true.
It's all gonna go down to how they're gonna show out, and I think Cameron and Jim Jones and Joel Santana have better showmanship than
That's true. Yeah.
Jadakiss, Styles
Jadakiss.
so.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's something I'm definitely gonna stay up for.
100%, man.
Lazim,
100%. It's gonna be on 3rd of August,
3rd of August.
which is I think for us is gonna be on 4th.
It's
Of
gonna
August,
be like around
which is in
5
the
a.m.
morning.
on the 4th.
Yeah. I mean, let's see, man. Let's see what happens. MTV Cribs is back.
Ya salam. One of our most favorite
classic.
shows.
The classic is back.
Remember back in the day when you used to watch that?
نفسيات.
Bro,
تمشي تشوف بيوت الناس تقعد تتفسح في بيوت الناس.
remember that episode? I would never forget the episode بتاعت 50 Cent
What do you do?
when he showed his nightclub. He had his own nightclub.
Yeah.
Bro, it's gonna be back
remember
on
the episode where
August 11th.
Akon also showed his white tiger, I think.
Yeah, Akon had a tiger. Yeah, that I remember that one.
Akon, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy.
But this
But
time
let's see.
around, it's gonna
Yeah.
be. I think it's like the people already slated or are going to be featured. I read Big Sean and Rick Ross are going to be on the first
The
season.
first
of that.
couple episodes, yeah.
Yeah,
They also said that each episode is around 30 minutes long.
which is longer than the older versions actually. Because the older versions
don't
were
really
like
recall.
like they'd run for like 15-20 minutes.
Well, we're gonna see. I mean, yeah, there's new rappers right now. For them, it makes sense for them to come back now, even though, because there's brand new rappers. There's
That's true.
There's a lot of people out there, right now, so it makes sense for them right now to come back.
Yeah.
Like there was a certain time or era, like ما كان في أي داعي for MTV Crib خلاص to be there, because they mostly covered most of the rappers, most of the artists.
And then social media kind of gave more insight into personal lives. Like back
That's
then
true.
there was no social media, so the only way you can get to know an artist or how they live and all that was through these kind of shows.
TVs.
I used to fuck
Yeah.
with Pay My Ride more than MTV Cribs, to be honest.
Yeah, Pin My Ride was crazy. Like it was one of those crazy shows that
Yeah.
it was بتحضره كده.
No, it was one of the shows that when it comes, for example, if they aired it in Monday, you will be like, Monday 8 a.m., 8 p.m.
I'll watch that
I'll
shit.
watch
I'll
that
watch
shit.
it.
Yeah,
I have to
I'll
watch
cancel
it.
anything else and make sure that I'm gonna watch it. But yeah,
West Coast Customs.
Yeah.
Customs. It's still they actually Exhibit had an interview with Hip Hop DX, and they asked him if he's they're planning to relaunch Pimp My Ride.
Again.
Yeah, and he said it's like he's having discussions about it, but there's nothing sure yet.
well, what they're going to pimp? A Tesla?
ما تعرف. No, there are a lot of fucked up rides right now.
I mean, no, they're gonna okay.
قرارات
No,
كتيرة.
see, for example, a show like Pimp My Ride, I don't see there's a reason for it to come back.
And
Because-
why? And the reason why? They still manufacturing car, by the way. So
I understand,
yeah,
but
and the whole show is about customization of cars. So if
That's
if
true,
customizing a car is still exists and manufacturing of a car is still there, you have all the reasons
yeah,
to,
but
for the run,
but-
for the show
but
to run.
the time that there was Pimp My Ride back in the days, when did it start? Let's say 2000 and what?
It started around the time where vehicle customization was a popular thing from the south, like getting the big
Yes.
ass rims and the weird colors. Al-Hajjadi is not that popular now. People tend to drive wakala,
High fans.
like
That's true.
foreign.
But
and-
also at that time, those cars, like even the old model cars that they used to custom, right? They didn't have that much of technology, right? Now you get cars. Now let's say
with built-in technology.
years ago,
definitely.
20 years ago, a car would have a AUX input, for example. I'm saying.
Now it's
You know?
it's
So-
Bluetooth built-in now.
Now it's also even a Bluetooth built-in, you know. So there's no, like, you know, there's
no
no
upside.
really means exactly to do a Pimp My Ride anymore. They would, I don't know, they would try to come up with something else though. They always do.
Definitely. Maybe they will start customizing self-driving car, or I don't know.
You know. But yo, T-Pain
T-Pain
T-Pain.
دق جرس.
T-Pain دق جرس.
T-Pain دق جرس.
دايرين سمونا
ريحني
دق
لكن
جرس
صراحة.
ولا ما دايرين؟
والله المفروض نسمع.
Was it? I have a question. Was it like? Did you feel like he planned for it to be the moment that it will go viral, or it was like he
the
snapped
questions.
out of
لا he was on
was
his
ranting.
he was on his live on Twitch صح؟
on Twitch?
I have no idea. I have no idea what he was live on.
He was
But-
on his live because he always goes live on Twitch.
Yeah.
He games and stuff. أنا ما أعرف البنات اللي وراه دول بيعملوا في شنو لكن like he's usually
No, he has also a podcast right now.
He has a
So
podcast,
I don't know
right.
if this was, I don't know if this was his show on Twitch or.
God damn it!
فوق.
Do some different music! We have all the shit that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dub Baby is already doing it. It's literally two niggas with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else.
I
Do
feel his
something
frustration,
else.
to be honest.
That's
I
it.
feel it.
That's all we want.
Do
Do
something
something
else,
else. Holy shit.
Damn.
All right.
We have it. We have it already. You don't have to do that music anymore. We have the music already. We have Lil Baby. We have Dub Baby. We have Lil Uzi Vert. We have Lil Yachty. We have Lil everybody. Do something else. Holy shit. Stop sending me this bullshit.
Yo,
and
he
then
was
get
going
mad when I
crazy.
fucking don't like it. Jesus. God damn.
He was going
tap
crazy.
dancing Christ.
I think he got all the reasons to snap like this.
And
I
I have
mean-
one thing to say about this.
Okay. Understandable. But see, the thing is, he's right. You know, the most of the music right now sounds the same, right? There's too many artists that doing the same thing because let's talk about his era, right? The T-Pain era.
He started this.
It's not about he started this, but during his era, there was more than one color in music,
Yeah.
right? You could hear different sounds. There was T-Pain, there was Akon that does different sound, there was Eminem that does different thing, you know, Hove does something different, and you had the Omarion, you had the Bow Wows, you know.
You had a lot of different spectrums from the same
Exactly.
scale, yeah.
Now you have a lot of Lils, a lot of Babies, a lot of, you know, and they're all kind of, that like everybody saw a whole wave and wrote that. Nobody really tried to be creative
Yeah.
to struck out of that.
Yeah.
And that's what T-Pain did at his time.
Yeah.
He was that creative person and he struck out.
Yeah, but who do we have now? Like who's like from everyone?
This is the thing.
So you do agree?
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, that's 100%. There is, listen, there is a drought in creativity in music right now.
Yeah. And I don't think it's the yalla. This is the thing. I don't think it's the drought in creativity. I think it's exposure. It's a problem with exposure. Like social media or the focus is on that type of music. Like if you listen to music, you listen to a lot of music. You know that there's a lot of art out there, especially in the US. If we're gonna talk about the sound in the US, there's a lot that sounds different. Even from younger generations, even from the Lils and the Youngs, you do have the colors, but they're not getting the exposure enough. That's what I see.
That's true. I mean, let's talk about, exposure. That's why, for example, Griselda are now taking that exposure and they're bringing back a different sound, which is an old sound. You know, that's a 2000 till 2010 sound.
Yeah, but it's a different color.
They brought
still.
it back again. They got the exposure.
Yeah.
And I think this sound is gonna make a comeback. Couple years from now, this is going to make a comeback because it is getting that much of exposure. I'm giving the sound that what we are living in right now, the
Mumble.
what is it called?
It's not mumble anymore.
It's not mumble anymore. Yeah,
It's high pitched.
I don't know what I'm gonna call it.
Mumble.
But yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a couple more. Like, you know what? Is 3 more years or so.
Yeah, it is.
But
it
see,
is
most
starting
of
to fade
these
a bit.
rappers, they can rap also.
ما ده اللي بزعلك انه you know they can rap
But
لكن
they choose this
they're
way.
not making like
They're not
they're
making
making the
sense.
same
Because this is
music
what's
every one
hot.
of them, right?
Because this is what's hot right now. You know, like Lil Baby can really rap.
Lil Baby can
Lil
rap.
Uzi Vert can really rap also, by the way.
Yeah, I watched the first
You know-
side of Lil Uzi.
But
when-
my
and-
fight
and
if you
A$AP.
guys if they're making the same music, nobody's standing out.
That's the thing. That's the thing. But they're seeing the easy way, which is, you know. But
yeah.
here you go. For example, Vince Staples stayed in his tone, his color.
And he's making
you know?
But when
And
you
he's making
compare
waves
when
in
you
his own
compare
way.
the exposure that Lil Uzi gets compared
It's
to Vince
totally
Staples.
different. Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah. Speaking of colors,
Double XL.
colors
Huh?
in music.
The colors of music.
Double
Double
XL
XL.
Cyphers ما شايفينها. Did you guys watch the Cyphers?
Yeah, man.
The freshmen.
I did.
Did those have enough colors? عليكم.
يعني one of the worst verses I've ever heard in my whole life is Coil Larry's. First of
سيئة
all,
كانت. صح.
she literally threw the mic and started twerking. I don't understand whatever the fuck she
أفلست.
said over there.
أفلست.
What?
أفلست هاي.
Because
He
when you got
affluent,
nothing to
أيوة. Most
show,
probably he
or you got
affluent.
nothing to prove, I mean, you can.
خلاص.
Put on a show.
أيوة, like fuck that shit. My verse was whack.
But, and you know what? As much as Murray is good, I've discovered that I can't also listen to Murray throughout the whole day. Like, he's a good artist, but for example, I can't listen to Kendrick every day or throughout the whole day,
Okay.
right? That's the same thing with Murray. I can't listen to him. I can't listen to someone the whole day doing, I'm loving that, and I'm going there, and I'm going there.
No, I didn't get the first part. You said that you can't listen.
To Moray the whole day.
No, but
Yes.
you mentioned, and then you.
No. I gave an example of Kendrick Lamar.
And then what did you say?
Kendrick is the same thing. I can't listen to Kendrick the whole day, or
You
I can't listen to Kendrick every day.
You cannot listen to
No,
Kendrick
I cannot. Yeah.
the whole day. So when
No, I can't.
when any of previous albums dropped of Kendrick,
I would
you were not
I would
listening.
have-
You were not listening. To it.
No. I would have to be in a certain mood or vibe to listen to
And
him.
now he's explaining himself.
No, this is why. See, Kendrick, you need a certain mood or vibe to listen to him. You can't just
Okay, let me stop
go
you
out
there.
and
Let me
bike.
stop you there. First of
go
all,
out
I
on
don't
bike
think
and
you
listen to Kendrick.
can put Murray and Kendrick in the same comparison.
No, I gave you an example.
example.
Not a comparison.
Okay, that example, I don't think it's valid.
أنا I'm gonna let this drag on عشان أنا عارف إنكم أنتوا كل زول شايد في حتة. لكن تفضلوا.
المهم,
أنت رايك
let's go back to Murray.
Let's go back to.
But yeah,
Yeah.
his freestyle was dope,
Okay.
right? But then that's where I went and listened to, his music and all, and I just couldn't survive the whole day with it. This is what I meant. That's what.
عارف ليه؟ عشان بكورك.
Yeah. I mean, to a
عشان
certain
بكورك.
extent, yeah. And the whole time he's I can't the whole day
ما كده،
be
لكن
in that vibe.
كده طبعا لكن he got his different. It's a
No,
different.
I think Moray, like he will have
He
his
stands
run
out.
for music. Like I really think that he'll be perfect when it comes to features. Like he'll be a good hook master.
True.
That's
True.
because he's good for جزء من الأغنية, not the whole song.
The whole song.
Yeah.
True.
Like even when you think about his hit Quicksand, after the first, like midway through the second verse, you feel like you're hearing the first verse أصلا.
Yeah. Like,
But that's his
No.
style.
لكن it is his style. I'm just saying it's one of those people. عرفتها?
But he's not a one-hit wonder, for example.
No, he's
You
not.
cannot. You
No,
cannot say
no,
that.
he's not.
He's a
No,
great
no,
artist.
he's not.
Yeah,
He's
doesn't
not.
take away from it. لكن بس في ناس
really
بتدوك
good.
الإحساس ده, عرفتها؟ إنه أنت كأنك
You can't.
بتطلع
You
نفس
can't keep
الأغنية
up
كده.
with the. Yeah.
Some people do that. But he was good.
What?
He was good. Like his freestyle
Yeah.
was good.
This
Yeah, yeah,
cipher overall, comparing to previous ciphers, what is you? How do you rate it from like
يلا أنا
10.
the whole
out of 10?
double
Whole cipher.
XL thing, it lost credibility to me as an overall. The whole double XL ciphers,
Why?
it's خلاص.
ليه؟
It's just not as good as it used to be. And we said that before in a couple episodes ago when we first talked about the lineup, that this is maybe the first promising lineup in a while.
Mhm.
Like there was been a couple of years ago, all the lineups were trash. The ciphers were trash.
Yeah, and
Over
so
here,
do
you had
think
a couple
that this
good
lineup
ones.
delivered?
Hmm?
Do you think
this
that
lineup
delivered?
I mean, not all of it, but there is a couple here and there that they're good. Like Blast had a good verse.
That was
Cypher.
good.
Tusi had a very horny one.
Of
There was
course.
a very horny verse
Miss
over
Miss
there.
Johnson ولا Miss Robinson ولا كان من هي المرة؟
Which one?
He was the horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take you there, and then if you're not, and I'm
Yeah.
standing outside. Yo, that shit was horny as fuck, man. That shit
What's her
was
name?
horny as fuck.
Likaya?
She was dope. She was
Lakia.
dope.
Lakia. She was
Lakia.
dope.
Yeah. Lakia was good, yeah. Lakia was good. The bad thing that she was in the same lineup with Koi Larry, and now the whole internet is going at Koi Larry
Yeah.
for her verse.
Yeah.
Her father is Benzino. You guys know Benzino, right?
Benzino, yeah.
yeah. بالله؟
And yeah. And in her verse, she said that I'm the only person providing for my family. Like, yo. They were like, yo, what's up? You're already rich. Your dad is Benzino. What's up? Who you providing for? Like, what the fuck? There's a lot of bullshit in that, but regardless.
Yeah,
and
she's
the way
being
that she
killed.
threw the mic and she saw it working is just...
Yeah. Ruby Rose was good.
Ruby Rose was good, yeah.
Like the females did better than the males in this one. بس كويلي ري خربتها شوية
yeah,
لكن
yeah.
and take that out.
Yeah. But Tusi, I watched his solo cipher, and it was nice. I liked it. Blast solo cipher was also nice.
Yeah. No, Blast, and I think Blast is on he's well on his way. Like he has a good project already. He had a good cipher. We're gonna talk about it later. That he actually dropped another tape. He has a mixtape, six tape.
6 tape too.
Yep.
With Bino.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Blast has his sound, and that's what I like about it when we talked about colors, is the fact that Blast is a color, like he's different.
Yeah, but Blast is more like Black.
No,
He's a singer rapper.
he's a singer rapper. He's more like Chris Brown, maybe.
La,
Like
that's too
Chris
far-fetched.
Brown, like not Chris Brown. Like, and he's good. Al-Muhim, he's good. I'm not gonna compare him to anybody. صعبة شوية.
Okay, we have a special announcement to everybody out there that during the week, we got an email from UMG. طبعا, they specially sent it to us. Subhanallah. But we're speculating that Drake is dropping an album.
Oh, we know.
طبعا, yeah.
We're not speculating.
I mean, yeah, but somehow. I mean, we don't know. Maybe he uploaded, but we don't know when is he going to release it. But yeah, we're speculating something around next week or the week after. Because there was this episode number 62, right?
Yeah.
Where we played a snippet of Fair Trade
Yeah.
from Drake on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was taken down this weekend.
Yeah. So that means that like Drake or whoever represents Drake actually submitted the song. And the song is out there. Like it's up there on
So
On
services.
streaming,
You're
but
telling
it's
me,
not
yeah.
out for the public yet.
So you're telling me that the whole cycle is like this. If an artist leaked the song and then you upload it to YouTube and wait for it to get flagged, you will be predicting
أيوة, كده
how soon the album
كده
is
بتكون
ليش
dropping.
لا؟ ليش لا؟ Yeah.
Like, cause
Maybe.
we have a piece of
Yeah, anyway.
information.
So now we are revealing this
Like, yeah,
secret
we
to
know that Drake has a song called Fair Trade
Fair Trade.
that's uploaded on streaming.
streaming
but it's not
platforms
released
and-
yet.
But it's not released yet. This is the first time you're hearing this, guys. It's an exclusive
أيوه.
news and information. Yeah.
أيوه.
Thank you.
On Flamingos podcast.
Yeah, just wanted to say that.
Music.
Releases.
What do we got?
You tell me.
سكرين مان ما
Smoke.
شغال معنا.
آه.
لا
Pop
بوب سموك
Smoke.
ده انا ما اقدر اتكلم عنه.
ليه؟
اتكلم عنه انت.
طيب.
انا قايم ماشي البيت.
هو زعلان. هو زعلان.
زعلان من
بوب سموك.
زعلان من بوب سموك
في.
نفسه ولا
بوب سموك ميت. ما حزعل.
طيب زعلان من الالبوم ده.
آي.
ممكن
أها.
تشرح لنا.
You guys heard it? What do you think?
Yeah, I heard the album on my way to Dubai.
Mhm.
I didn't ما أعرف. No, I didn't
طيب
like
you
it.
didn't like it.
Maybe
you
it was
were
the setting.
disappointed.
I was disappointed.
You were disappointed. Okay. And you were disappointed
Why?
because
Because it was ما أعرف.
is it because of the features? Because they say that Pop Smoke he didn't like to do much features.
Mhm.
He even stated that in one of his interviews. So is it that your source of disappointment came from knowing that those too many features maybe ruined the whole?
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. That part of it is the fact that when you hear, like when I heard مثلا his the one with Kanye and Pusha T didn't feel like a Pop Smoke song. A lot of the songs didn't feel like they're actual Pop Smoke songs. Felt like he was being robbed. His influence was being robbed. His cadence on the song, like Pop Smoke's whole thing was his energy in the song, and that wasn't there. عرفت؟
Taken away.
Yeah,
You were expecting another Dior type of vibe.
not Dior. Like even the album, the Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. That had his cadence because he was heavily involved in it, and that makes sense that he's not involved in both. But I just didn't like.
They
the
even
fact.
said, no, see, this is now, yeah, that's true. This whole album sounds like a label work.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, us talking about when this album was announced.
Yeah, وكنا خايفين من الحاجة دي.
Exactly, and we expressed that, we're scared that this album be more of an industry label work, and all of that. Doesn't have Pop Smoke in it and all of that. And it doesn't. Full of label work over there.
طبعا.
Full of people, artists that are, labels. Kanye West, Rick Ross, we know The Dream, all of Neptunes. There's so much. Who the fuck put... But no, okay. But I heard that he did a song with Dua Lipa before his death. Regardless. But
you
who
know the
fuck
weird
did
thing
that?
is that the song with Dua Lipa makes sense.
Somehow, yeah.
It makes sense more than لا شوف. The song with Dua Lipa makes sense more than the song with Rick Ross and The Dream.
But you listen, you know what? Even though that this might not be Pop Smoke's vision, right? It might not be what he wanted to do. It has some nice tracks over there.
Of course it did.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
It does has some fire tracks over there.
it does.
And
yeah.
I actually love that track with Kanye and Pusha T, by the way. Television.
Mm.
And Pusha T said that Tyler, the Creator's album, is album of the year so far. I mean,
Yeah, and then he used the
I've
verse
already
to
said
announce
that
his album.
a couple episodes
Basically,
ago. So what?
he used his verse in Pop Smoke's album to talk about his own album.
Yalla, this is where I think now
taking a
also
chance
that
Marketing is
Pusha
his
T
album.
is dropping his album right after Drake. And I think that Pusha T is waiting for Drake to drop for him to drop also.
احتمال.
Yeah.
He wanna link
Oh,
up
bro.
his,
They're
his
going
moves
neck
with
for neck.
Drake, يعني. Okay.
انا ما اعرف هو راكب راس مع دريك للدرجه دي يعني ليش انه ما اعرف.
لا ما
No, it's
حاول
benefiting
يعني, you know?
him. If you look at it. Like,
Kazi, what do you think of the
What do
album?
you think of the album?
what I think of the album, I totally agree. I'm not gonna say that I was so disappointed. I listened to it once in the gym, but it did not deliver that vibe of a Pop Smoke album.
That's true.
And too many features I think ruined or played a vital role in that or impacted in that. So keep it or not keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna revisit it or not.
Keep it where?
I mean, keep it in my list. I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah. So if we are talking about keeping it, not.
specification جديدة أول مرة.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it. Yeah. Because you know,
Keep
I
it or
save,
kick it.
I save my albums in Spotify and I download them.
Okay.
And if
For
I don't
offline.
like, and I don't have enough space in my phone. So if I don't like,
You remove it from your playlist.
I remove it from the playlist, and it's not a downloadable. Even the phone went offline. I'm not gonna be able to listen to it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was just a small explanation of the days of Kanzi and how it goes when
How
it
it
comes to
goes.
playing music. But anyhow, yeah, it's
عادي يعني.
an average album.
ما
Yeah.
مشكلة.
I just hope we don't see any more Pop Smoke albums. Let him rest in peace.
أنا
Let them rest in peace. Yeah, but
Quavo's probably gonna حينزل حاجة لأنه Quavo already said he has a whole
Has
album
a lot
recorded
of-
with it.
yeah.
you can call me a weirdo or anything, but I like the one with Kid Cudi.
8 Ball.
8 Ball. Yeah.
Why
like
would
that.
I call you a weirdo?
عادي.
عادي يعني.
بس كده يعني.
عادي. جوك شخصي يعني.
Personal taste.
يعني
عادي.
nobody's judging يعني. Don't worry.
Easy.
The Flamingos podcast.
Blast Ambino 6 Tape 2.
My favorite album this week. Mixtape. Tape.
Whatever.
It is mentioned as an album.
I tried to listen to it. This is not my color, to be honest.
That's not your.
I know. We know.
It's
I
not
think.
It's my color.
And I couldn't, to be honest, like survive the whole
Okay.
thing.
Picture with me this.
تفضل.
You in a swimming pool and this album is playing. You're.
ما هو ما بيعمل حاجات دي مشكلة.
That's why. Okay.
No,
ده
see, it's
بيركب-
not, no,
ده
it's not
ride
even
your
a swimming
bike في
pool.
الشارع.
It's not even a swimming pool.
Uh-huh.
To me, it's not
This is
even.
not a swimming
Why
pool.
would I listen to this in a swimming pool?
What are you gonna listen to swim in a swimming pool? Metal or what?
I would listen to Neptunes, for example. If I was in a swimming pool, I would listen to music that Neptunes did, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That's something understandable, right? I will play a Daft Punk. I will not play Blast
Blast.
in a swimming pool.
It's house party, pool party music.
Party music. This is what
House
I feel.
party
This is what I
slash
feel, yeah.
pool party music. عجبك.
If I'm a DJ, I'm gonna play. Yeah, if I'm a DJ, if I am a DJ and there was a
If.
pool party, I'm gonna play like a couple of tracks from this album. Yeah, why not? Let the people feel the vibe. Let the people like enjoy.
طيب يلا ده هسي ده this next album is it your
John
color
Mayer,
طيب John Mayer.
Sub Rock. It was nice, but and I couldn't even continue this listen because I'm stuck in my room.
And he was being
And-
depressing.
He was being depressing.
John Mayer.
John
By
Mayer.
track,
Yeah,
by
definitely.
track,
John
by
Mayer
track
is a-
3 or 4. By track 3 or 4, I just stopped and I
طب
was like,
بتكون ما قادر
no,
ما
listen.
قادر لازم
Let
like
me
you
go
have to
back.
you have to play something happier in between and then
Yeah, let me go back to Pop Smoke. I went back to Pop Smoke and I was like, yo, fuck this shit.
But you
But
can
yeah.
you can do stuff while listening to John Mayer, like painting a paint or. I'm thinking what would be the perfect condition to listen to John Mayer music.
There is no perfect condition to listen to this album.
A car ride, a late night car ride.
Late night car ride. But ده حاجاته هو, like this is what he likes to listen to. No, this is his color, like his.
I
Like he doesn't listen to pool party, house party music. He listens to late night car rides. سايق عجلة في الكورنيش. قاعد في الحمام. Like this is the music he
لما
listens
لكن مرات يعني you switch things up. You know? أنا عادي. أنا sometimes I listen to John. I used to listen to John Mayer.
No, I'm not talking about John Mayer. I'm talking about.
But
his
yo,
color.
overall, the album I think is good. Like I didn't give it a full listen, but it sounded good. From the tracks that I listened to, it sounded good.
Yeah, it did.
It sounded like
It's John Mayer, bro.
It's
Like,
actually
he's-
promising.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow, yeah.
I remember
UK,
the time when he was playing at the funeral
At
of
the-
Michael
yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah, he played Human Nature. It was nice. It was a nice night.
well, this is yours.
More than 11 years ago.
Take it. UK,
طيب, first of all,
England.
yeah, I want to congratulate Italy for winning the Euros.
The black horse of Euros.
The black horse of the Euros. Second of all, after the win for Italy at the Euros, some unfortunate events have been happening in the UK
Yeah.
that have actually, wasn't, honestly to me, it wasn't really a shock. But it was more of a light being shed to it, is the issue of racism towards the players that missed the penalties in the game, who are Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho,
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford.
Where did they show this? I mean, like, was it like this attack against
It
those
was-
players on social media only?
It was in social media. It was Marcus Rashford had a mural painted in his hometown in London.
Yeah.
There were racial slurs actually painted on the mural.
Okay.
Like, it was. There was racism going on in the streets. There were videos that came out on social media. ناس ماشية في الشارع بيسبوا فيها.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
it was bad.
It was an actual thing.
This is something that really disturbing. No, see, and also the British media, they never يعني ما بقصروا هم طبعا في الحاجات دي. ما شاء الله يعني كمان.
Yeah,
They always been attacking Sterling for years, although he's been carrying their team throughout the whole Euros.
Yeah.
And more than once I've mentioned that how dumb Southgate is. And he puts Jordan Sancho, Rashford, and all these players in the last few minutes just for them to take a penalty. And you can't have a fresh player coming from the subs to do a penalty.
Regardless, even if it was
he picked them precisely. Like he went to this and this.
the problem isn't Southgate picking the players, man. It's
No, see, yeah, but it put them in a bad position. Now,
يا
I'm
أخي,
gonna get into that.
لا,
The people,
even if it did,
now,
no, it's not كده if you say that, if you say Southgate did this and it put them in a bad position, عرضهم للموقف ده, no, الموقف ده ما المفروض يحصل حتى لو هم عملوا كده.
لا
لو
لا
كانوا
لا
كده.
لا I'm just talking about overall as in what led
the game plan.
that to happen.
Okay.
Gave the people, also led people that. Now, see, you're 100% right. This should have not happened at all. But this is the thing. In Premier League, we've seen that, people in England, UK, they've always been having a lot of
They've been subjected to racism. A lot of
exactly,
players
yeah,
in
a lot of them, and we don't see like tough actions being taken towards these people.
Yeah. You know,
And I
actually,
suggest because
people are, sorry to cut you off, but people are actually, I read it in the news. There was actually a like an اعتراض submitted to FIFA to forbid England from playing the World Cup.
I mean, I really hope
As a
so,
punishment.
because the English supporters most of them are fucked up, man.
Yeah.
The stuff that we've seen also before the match, that what they did
Have you
and
seen
after
the
the
streets?
match. What?
The streets, how the streets looked after a game?
Have you seen the guy putting the I don't know what in his butthole and
تفضل حاجات دي ما بتشوفها انت بس.
Bro, a lot of dumb people. No, I think UEFA, FIFA, they should always
There
take
should be some
strict,
form of punishment.
strict ones,
Mm.
especially strict ones, because this is not something that they should. And when you are playing good, and that's something that I've read around, when you are playing good, or you're English, when
Yeah.
you're not, you go back to Ghana or go back to wherever you came from.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
But
And this doesn't apply only in England, by the way. That's in, for example, France, and everywhere
that's
in the world.
But if you think about punishments, يعني, when I said the punishment of forbidding England from playing the World Cup, انت كده you're punishing the players that were subjected to racism. That's part of the people being punished. The problem is not the team. The problem was
The
the people. So how can you enforce a punishment on the people? Like
Let
the
them
World Cup
not
is going to be
attend the
played in a
games.
different country.
Yeah, or no supporters or audience in the match.
Yeah, then they don't allow. يعني ما أعرف.
Or just catch them, apply fines. There's
Yeah.
cameras everywhere now,
There's cameras everywhere. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. This
And
this
on
type
social
of thing.
media, bro, they can't catch these people on social media.
Exactly.
There's IP addresses you can follow. There's too
Exactly.
many stuff.
Exactly. There should be more, something more strict, something more, like even, خلاص, because racism is there. I don't believe
True.
we can end, like, I don't believe racism can be ended completely. But people who are racist should be punished and should be scared to do it. خلاص إذا أنت ما عايز تفهم بالغصب.
Get this.
هاي بس.
That's true. More into local.
كنزي.
There's we talked about the social knockout. The YouTubers.
This one is an interesting one. So yeah,
Interesting one, huh?
أيوة.
it's a very interesting one because I
Is
don't
this
know.
the one with اسمه منو
Money kicks against another TikToker, I think, and Adam Saleh versus a brother.
from another mother.
no, a brother of a famous influencer, Instagram influencer.
Do we
Okay.
know who
His name is Khalid Shark.
So is-
That's his name.
Okay, I'll tell you. So it's going to be Money Kicks versus Anas
Anas.
Al Shaib,
Yeah.
Okay.
Walid
and
Sharks,
Walid
and
Sharks,
Adam
so
Saleh.
Adam Saleh, yeah. Adam Saleh he's a good boxer, to be honest. He's good.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. N&A Production versus Slim. I don't know
And
any of these guys.
Slim he's the cousin or a friend of Adam Saleh.
أنا ما أعرف أنت بتعرف المعلومات دي كيف؟
ما شاء الله صراحة.
هاي
No, I come prepare for the
MashaAllah.
episodes, guys.
لا
that's
that's
the
not
secret.
preparation for
That's the secret.
that's
You
very
guys come being like,
Uh,
I'm coming prepared.
It's gonna
I'm coming
be-
prepared.
the
That's
fight
fine.
is gonna be in Coca-Cola Arena on Friday 30th.
Yeah, and Fat Joe will be there, I think, also.
طبعا.
Fat
he's Money
Joe,
Kicks'
A
friend.
Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And the
Kenzie, I think you're gonna go with
the
that.
other artist is what? Who? Boogie with the hoodie.
A Boogie with the hoodie.
Hey, Boogie
Yeah.
with the hoodie. Yeah, he's gonna be there. So you guys, if I got you like invitations, you
لا.
be interested to.
لا.
أنا I would go with you صراحة.
You will come.
With you.
If you're going.
Not alone.
Oh, okay. All right.
سحبت علي يعني ولا شو؟
No. I'm just checking. you
الداري
guys.
سحبت اوكي خلاص اوكي كنسل.
Yeah. I hope.
Uh-huh.
I just hope it's not gonna be a flop. It's not gonna be like an event that is.
The TikTokers versus YouTubers.
Yeah.
That's like the main ultimate.
It's not gonna be
But
this
the thing
crazy.
is, I want to see. It would be the chance for me to see the Coca-Cola arena. To be honest, haven't.
Oh,
been
really?
there. Anyhow,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's happening.
طيب.
Okay.
UAE Central Bank.
Yeah. That's a better topic. I think that's a better topic.
Yeah.
UAE is planning to launch the first Arabic cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's been announced part of the central bank's plan that's on the 2023 to 2026
Plan.
Plan.
Strategy.
Yeah. تفضل.
Yeah. So again, we keep on talking about cryptocurrency a lot in the podcast.
This is the wave. This is the
wave.
wave.
This is the future, I guess. And because if it's the future, the central bank here, they are seeing that a way to regulate it. And they, as you mentioned, that they have a plan of the 2023-2026 strategy, which they are aiming to put the central bank as on the top 10 central banks in the world.
Yeah.
And in order to achieve that, you need to also govern the financial services, and include the cryptocurrency. And they have listed like 7 objectives, and one of them, the most important objectives, was to create the first cryptocurrency in the Middle East, I think, or in the Arabic world, Arab region, I think. So it's a big step, but there will be some people who will be saying that is going against the whole idea of blockchain and bitcoins, where you don't track the transactions and where it's going. But
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna open.
By what year are they?
Yeah, it's as we mentioned, that the plan is between 2023 to 2026. So
okay,
that's 5 years ahead to implement the whole strategy. But this gives you an indication that the cryptocurrency world is a real thing, and it's coming.
It's the future, basically.
It's the future, yeah. And if big entities and governments, they are
actually trying to get ahead on this, so
it tells you what is it going to be. So
that's true. I think it's a good step that UAE, like, out of all the countries and all the places, that shows what, like, the foresight that the government has on this.
Definitely. And also, if that doesn't give you a good indication of how important the cryptocurrency is, I think you should start teaching yourself or like researching about
knowing
cryptocurrency. How does it work? How can I invest it? Can I buy
You think
a
it's going to be
Bitcoin?
open for people to invest in?
Definitely, yeah.
Will you be investing?
It depends on what I'm investing on, because you can see that people purchasing properties with Bitcoins in Dubai and all over the world. I mean, like, it depends on what type of financial.
But this one will be
transaction
tracked,
you be
right?
in. Sorry, which one?
This one will be tracked.
This one is if it goes through the central bank, it will be tracked. Yeah.
So it's like what you said. It defies the rule of the other cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin and all.
Yeah, but there will be a lot of things. I cannot say much, to be honest, because I'm working in this type of working with the fraud federations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's gonna be.
Not
I
even
cannot reveal
Flamingos
more
special-
information.
So you know, you have
Yeah,
some
it's kind of confidential, if you know.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Abu Dhabi.
أبو
ظبي.
ظبي أبو ظبي رجعت
أبو ظبي رجعت. أبو ظبي رجعت. Starting from 19th of July.
Monday.
Yeah, which is Monday.
Yeah.
The day that we release our episode. And Abu Dhabi government is going to start the sterilization program once again. And it's going to take place from 12 midnight till 5 a.m.
Yep.
every day. They didn't mention when it's going to end, right?
Yeah, it's just it's gonna start on Monday, and it's gonna be from 12 a.m. to 5, like you said. But there was no end date set to it, or not that I know of.
And صراحة I don't understand why people are kind of crying about this. بس يعني خلاص يعني what do you want to do after 12 midnight in Abu Dhabi? There's nothing to be done, you know.
I do a lot of shit,
خلاص
to be honest.
after
But, yeah.
okay. But yeah, this
Sorry,
come on,
what?
man. I mean, you know, no. This is something good. You know, there's no other also governments that are doing that, and this is something I would صراحة encourage. And because this is gonna help, like, you know, people now during Eid are gonna go out a lot and do all of that. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
this can help in also protecting
Controlling
people.
that, yeah. Like,
Controlling and
at
yeah,
the end of the day,
protecting.
everything being done aslan is to protect people. Even
100%.
the new rules and regulations for people coming from Dubai,
Yeah,
whether you're vaccinated or not,
you have to do it, yeah.
you're gonna go back to the 3rd, 3rd, and 7th day if you took a DPI, and you're gonna go to the 4th and 8th day if you took a CPR. So PCR, sorry. So it's it's all part of the regulations to control and help keep people safe and help this pandemic stay under the control
100%.
to lower the curve as is said.
Yeah.
So it's always a good step. It's never something يا أخي والله اللي وإحنا وما عارف شنو.
100%.
At the end of the day, it's for your safety. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
But that voice, that sound is gonna be there again, right? So at
يا
12
سلام
midnight.
صوت الجميل.
Oh.
Hopefully not.
Do you have that sound so we can play it maybe? Just to
لا ما في داعي.
remind
ما في
ourselves
داعي.
on
مو زيت.
No,
those
no,
days.
no,
The
We have this sound.
Flamingos
There you go.
podcast.
That's another one.
That's another sound.
Local music. We have a couple this week.
Yeah.
MGZ released in his album, the one that he talked about a while ago.
On the episode, yeah,
It's
when he came
called
over.
Stories of Venus.
Yes.
What do you think?
Thoughts? Well, it's I'm still fascinated on how MGZ does it, on how he makes the songs, like how he picks and takes the sentences, the virtual pre-recorded
Stitches, yeah.
samples and picks and puts them together to make actually a song that is hard for you to pick up. That's actually
if you for example, if you play it for someone or a stranger and ask him, is this a real artist? He will not be able to identify if this is a real artist or something that
exactly.
that MGZ built up. So
exactly.
for that alone, it's fine. But for someone who knows, or because he told us in the last episode, for someone like me who knows that MGZ works this way, it's
still fascinating. It's still
fascinating. But there is this small confusing thing about who the hell is singing. That question is stuck on.
He doesn't even know, by the way.
He doesn't
we asked
even,
him and he doesn't even know.
Yeah, and that makes it like maybe this artist is not. Maybe she's dead, for example. Maybe she's, what if this artist is coming
Looking for the music.
No, maybe she will sue him in the future or something. I don't
No,
know.
like you buy the rights to it.
لا ما هي she sold her
she sold it.
vocals
Yeah,
to
okay.
that program or to that, you know.
Like
Maybe
he has
she's
the right to
maybe
use.
she's a criminal now, or maybe she's leading the cartel out
But
there.
yeah, shout out to MGZ, man. أنا to be honest, I still didn't get to listen to it. I still didn't get to listen to it fully, but I'll do that during the week.
Yeah, you should. It sounds the sound is good. Like it last we played Puerto Rico when it came
Yeah.
out. It's on there, so it has a nice sound to it. Like he's picking great sounds, he's picking great vocals,
Yeah.
and he's putting them together in a great way. And I'm gonna it's good for the trip I'm taking too.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And the
listen
pool
to it.
parties and
لا ما
No,
pool
no, not
parties.
pool
I'm not.
Well, house parties.
Pool party is
mountains
blast.
and,
I think you your playlist is
pool
set.
blast. Pool
traveling MGZ.
parties. أيوة. Traveling mountains.
Mountains?
بتاع MGZ.
Someone else, okay.
We have also a track from Zain Ghawi. It's called Simple Guy.
Yes,
It's
That's-
a beautiful track.
that's your track.
That's a pick for this week also.
That's
And
your
we
pick?
have another track. What?
Whose pick is this?
That's
one?
his pick.
Okay, simple guy. He's a simple guy.
No, Zain
Yeah.
Zain Ghawi is a great artist. Man.
MashaAllah. He's a good, yeah.
he's a great
He's a good artist. I hope we've seen his project, the one that we talked about before.
Running is
And-
still heavy.
Running, yeah.
Mumtaza.
Still dope.
Yeah.
There's also a record from Capital. The guys from Capital. Wissam featuring Cali B, Keep a Distance.
Yep.
That's also another pick for this week, and it's a dope track. I love it. Wissam's verse, bro, and the beat is dope. I loved it. The whole song is well stitched together. You know, Wissam's verse, Cali B, everything was dope on it.
I agree.
I
agree.
hope everybody out there checks it out
It's worth.
and
It's
checks
worth
all the
listening.
tracks that
It is
we talk
definitely.
about. And yeah, I guess this is it.
That's all we got.
Right? Also, Eid Mubarak. I think because after this episode,
Mubarak to
it's
everyone,
Eid.
It's
Right.
Eid.
Eid Mubarak to everybody out there that been listening to us. And shout out to everybody out there that also been listening to us. I hope you enjoy your Eid. Stay safe.
Stay
Don't end up like
responsible.
me. Stay responsible. I was responsible. I don't know what happened. Though.
Nobody said
How-
that you were not.
Stay responsible.
But nobody said that you were not.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, يعني, and I'm just I'm giving the heads up, يعني. عرفت كيف؟ المهم
ما عارف وزول عنده كورونا وقاعد في البيت يقول لك I am staying. ما واضح يعني انك انت you are not responsible. That's the consequence for not being responsible.
No, you know what? You know what? Now I feel lucky that I got
Corona.
the vaccine.
Mm.
لأنه I'm sure it would have been worse
Definitely.
if I didn't have it.
متذكر لما I will not take the vaccine
So yeah.
unless I
Anyway,
have to.
this is
Remember those
I
days?
think we need to put those two clips together.
ده ليك MGZ عشان يركبهم ويخطهم مع بعض.
بس صوت واحدة تانية كده.
اوتوتيون كده اعمل له اوتوتيون.
But yo, this is everything for this week. Eid Mubarak again. Eid Adha Mubarak to everyone out there.
Yep.
And if you make it to the end of this episode,
Make sure that you, if you like the content, subscribe, share it if you like it. I mean, we keep going regardless.
Of course.
We keep pushing.
Today's showing and living proof of it keeps going.
Exactly, 100%. And we've been doing that since we started during quarantine.
So yeah.
We've been in tough days, you know.
Exactly.
And shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all the creators. Shout out to all our listeners. Shout out to everybody that been tuning with us from the start. Everybody that just started tuning to us or with us. This is the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
Kenzie on the mic.
And a wop.
And peace.
We out.